guys.
Hi, everyone.
Look at there, Mags. I remembered to unmute.
I know, me too. Almost forgot last week.
Holy moly. So what are you guys up to? What's everybody doing? So, yeah, we're just going to play around. Oh, Mara is not feeling great today, so she will probably be in the chat with you guys. Your message or your email. I did, Mickey. I just forgot to respond. I will though. I did. So, yep. So, anywho, little bit of quick housekeeping. I may repeat myself later. We'll see who shows up in the chat. Hey, Christelle. I did not invoice for last week yet. We had kind of a chaotic weekend. And I wasn't confident that I would be able to get shipping done timely. I am glad in hindsight that I waited. We're taking Amara. I think she has another ear infection, so we have a doctor's appointment in the morning. So I don't know how long that's going to take. And I have some questions, and there may be a little bit of, follow-up or whatever. So that may wind up meaning us gone all day because I'm going to do some errands as long as we're going to be an hour away from home. So I think I'm probably just going to do invoices, tomorrow night or Wednesday. And then be back on track because Louise is going to be here Thursday night to sell, and Wednesday will be at Mare's in the afternoon. I think we'll ask her if I don't forget. If we see her in chat, we'll ask her again. Hey, Shelly. There she is. Mare, are we doing Wednesday?
Hey, Mare.
Figures the night I remember to say something is the night you're not here. Isn't that the way that always goes? Yeah, and the market is Saturday. Yes, Wednesday. Okay, yes, cool.
Wednesday.
Perfect. So, yeah. So, but anywho, that's what's going on here. So anybody that hasn't gotten invoiced or anything, some of you have messaged already. Don't anybody worry. Everything's fine. You haven't missed it. It's all good. So you guys know how I get. I hate to do the invoicing, and you guys all pay so quick that then I feel like a schmuck if I don't get it out of here in time or in a timely manner. I don't like it. So I would rather hold off on the invoicing, and then, it all works. Thanks, John. Somehow I knew that about you. Just saying. So, anywho, onward. If you guys got questions, throw them in the chat. One of us will see it eventually, I think. A schmug. What's a schmug? I don't know what that is.
I think she meant to say schmuck because that's what
maybe.
You said.
Maybe. I like schmuck. I think it's a good word.
Hey, Lucy.
I do kind of like schmutz. Hey, Lucy. So, anywho, I brought a couple different covers. I didn't know, it's not a tutorial, you guys. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to yakety yak a lot about what I'm doing. If you have questions, I'll answer them. Mags, what did you say you're doing?
I'm just going to do a little cutting up while you show us how to make the easy journal covers.
Right? Okay.
That aren't a tutorial. Hey, Penny.
Hey, Penny. So, anywho, I am going to take me out of the camera.
Put it just on you while you're showing them.
They can see. They for real. I promise you.
But they're not going to really see. I mean, they don't need to see me cut some journal cards and that.
This sounds so dopey, but I really love seeing the prints on somebody, on camera, on somebody else's. You know what I mean? Yeah, they look so different because I always see them in person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just always interesting to me.
I love this paper you put it on, too.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. I have such a paper problem now.
She really does. I've seen it.
And now I can feed it. I have a legitimate reason to purchase all the paper varieties.
Hey, J Mac.
Hey, J-Mac, it could get a little obnoxious pretty quickly, so I'm trying to keep myself in check. So I will give you guys, which one do you want to do for sure? So I have this one where I already made the cover, right? This was just a book cover that I made a new spine for, right? So we've all, well, most of us, I need to quit assuming that everybody has done all the things. So I can, this is one of those no sew signature sets. So I could assemble that and put that in this one, or, and I did bring all no sews. I think I only brought no sews tonight. I have this that was a glue, all glue, no sew, with the open spine and the 2 open book cover. Well, no spine for the book yet. Which one do you guys think? A or B? A or B? Which one you want to see first?
A, B, A.
Are you guys like out there like private messaging each other? Like you pursue every other one. It just cracks me up sometimes how it comes in. Okay, so we'll do this one.
A.
Matters not. Okay, cool. I was contemplating using the mole. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'm doing like I haven't. I didn't put a lot of time into pre-planning this because I didn't want to lose the fact that it's easy. Like we don't have to overthink everything to death. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not over here trying to create archival quality stuff. Yes, I want it to be secure, and yes, I want it to look good. Like, I don't want to send out junk, right? But, I mean, they're journals. It's not like we're Lewis and Clark, and they got to survive that nonsense. I think I'm going to select, what do I want for this one? Maybe... what do we got on the back of this one? Yeah, that for there. And then for this one, maybe, what else do I have? What else? Ooh, this one. What's this? Oh, this. This is better. Let me refold it properly. All right, so we'll put that one in there. And then I have to just decide how I want to fasten them to the covers. And I'm going to be super, super high tech about it, right? No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm going to keep, well, I've been having different conversations with a couple of people, and I've been really watching, like in chat, different comments and stuff. And I think we forget that not everybody has made a journal, and there's always so many questions that we kind of take for granted because we've already figured it all out. You know what I mean? Or done it, or... So I'm just trying really hard to just be super, super basic about some things. Not everything has to be... The glue bottle, however, has to be open for the glue to come out.
Lisa, she hasn't done invoices yet. And Jody's asking, are those 2-inch strips?
These are probably closer to 3 inches, but don't get hung up on that. Literally don't get hung. You could use a 5-inch strip if you want. You know what? Just because you asked, I'll do it. I'll grab a different paper for the other one and show you. I've got paper everywhere right now. Of course, I say that and I won't be able to find it, but I will. Let's see. So here's some wider ones. I'll use a wider one. Just because then I can actually do the thing and not just, oh, look, I have wider ones that, oh, they might as well match. All right, cool. And there's this one. And there's this one. So yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. So we'll just get that glued.
Hey, Robin, she's asking, is this how you connect each folded paper sheet to the other?
Well, I did them two different ways. These are the ones that I did like signatures, right? So I put them together like we normally would. But see how they get a little stiff? That's the only thing I don't like about doing them in signatures is they get stiff. However, with use, that's going to loosen up pretty quickly. But it does give you more rigidity or more firmness at the spine by them being. So there's pros and cons. I think if I was going to make a super chunky one or something like that, I probably would still do it this way. I like the fluffiness of this way, where you glue in each separate page, right? So like this one I did as a folio. There's a lot of them I did as single folios. So that, and this was my connector piece, right? And then this one I used as, I just glued it right to the back of this. So this went in as a single page. And then this connected the single page to this folio.
That's clever.
So, well, I didn't, this is not Patty. Like, there's a lot of people doing these. Amity Bloom does them. Chermare does them. A little bit French, I think, does some of them. So there's quite a few people who do these, and everybody has, like, everybody seems to develop their own little style. But I like the fluffiness of this. But see how much thicker of a spine you get, and like out here it's so much narrower. Some of that is because all my pages are not even, right? Like I have all different widths of paper, but this gives you an automatic way thicker spine, so you don't have that alligator when you guys come in and do all that embellishing. So that's kind of already built into it, and I do like that. So like I said, I think there's pros and cons to both ways. If you're just going to do more flat, like maybe as a glue book and more flatter stuff, I think this would be okay. And you guys can't really like get a feel for how, but like these are stiff. Like it does not want to bend backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like it really opens. It's stiff. Which, I mean, depending on what you want to do with it, again, not all bad. And then, oh, I was going to use a fatter one over here. So let's do, I want a skinny fold.
She loves that flower.
Thank you. Skinny. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you hear the printer?
I can just barely hear it.
Printing like a crazy, but I'm so excited though. There's some good ones. There's some good ones. It's terrible because I have them all like lined up like in the order I want to print them. And then I'll do a new set and it like instantly jumps the line. I'm like, ugh.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
She's going to once again learn nothing.
Yes. Learn nothing. I don't know. I like my not a tutorial. I can't pretend like I don't. It's my comfort zone. There's so many people out there doing these things, and half of you guys know exactly how to do all these things because you do it all the time. Like, I just can't be so presumptuous as to be like, so come here and let me teach you how to do this thing. Like, I'm still learning all the things too. Like, I don't know.
So do you do that with every page?
This one I did not because, well, yes and no though, because this one I did as the signatures, right? I made 3 separate signatures, just like if you did a sew-in journal. This one was signatures. So this is actually a whole page, right? This is a folio.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I can get a hold of the edge of the page. So then this would be the next folio, but this piece is the connector. This is the back side of this folio.
So how did you connect?
This piece right here, this little skinny piece right here. Well, right here. And then I collaged over it. And then this piece was the connector piece to this ledger page, which is here. So this was the second folio, the ledger, right? And then this was the connector piece to the dictionary page, and the connector piece to the dictionary page, and then another ledger. So that's, and that I just covered. Did I cover it? No. So there's one more folio. So this is the last folio. So folio, dictionary, ledger, and then the center folio.
Oh, okay.
And then, so then all of these pieces here are your connectors. And that's why it looks so much different. And like, it's almost like an optical illusion, I think, because depending on the size of the paper that you use as your connector. And keep in mind, like, I used a lot of paper. If Maggie was doing this, she could do this all the same, but with fabric and lace, and it would be amazing. Like, it doesn't have to be paper. You could totally do this exact same thing, but with
like muslin or lace. Or...
yeah, any of it. Exactly.
Hi, Debbie. Yep.
And so like this one is going to have this super long connector. So instead of having that page for the back, it's just going to look totally like you're just altering it basically.
Becca said, speaking of printers, Patty, I just ordered the Epson Eco Tank 15,000. They put it on sale, and I had reward dollars at Dell from buying my laptop. Dell sells select Epson printers.
Nice. Well done, Missy. You're going to love it.
Jody's asking, so how many pages in a signature?
I think 5. I think I did 5 in this. But you could do, I mean, people do all different kinds. I don't like big fat signatures. But that's just me. There's people that love journals with 25 or 30 pages and they do one signature, right? So they'll do 25 or 30 folios. There is no right or wrong way to do it. There just isn't.
It's just easier for me that way.
Yeah. And that's why
I never tried doing it the way you're doing it now.
But you should do it the way that works best for you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's the only thing I don't like about Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 or whatever the heck I'm using is it leaves little glue boogers everywhere.
You're welcome, Becca. Hey, Diane.
Hey, Diane. Hey, Susie.
And Susie. I missed her.
So there, that one's in. So, and there she is. There's the cupcake. She's mad because she can hear me, but she's not over here.
Oh.
So I'm going to clip this so that the glue will set properly while I carry on. And like, this is not perfect. Like, see how unevenish they are? Like, they're not all out here totally butted together, and I don't care. It's not going to make any difference at all.
Oh, Epson has an ink program like HP now?
I don't know.
Susie said, I was lucky to get the Epson ink program. It was closed for a long time, and I jumped on it when it opened up a year or so ago. I love it.
Nice. I probably would have too. I would have a different printer probably if I had that option.
Oh, so it's not for eco tanks. It's for
As far as I know.
inkjets. Yeah.
As far as I know.
Hi, Tamar.
It might be. I can't pretend like I know the answers to that because I don't know. All right. So this one, I think I want to attach it with, I think I want to use fabric. I do. I'm just keep leaning toward the fabric situation.
Oh, I recognize that fabric.
Huh?
I recognize that fabric.
Do you?
Yep.
Where?
Penny.
This one I actually did.
Did you?
I
that
did.
Looks cool. I still have some of Penny's. I use it sparingly because I don't have
You're so funny.
Well, I don't have that much left, so I have to, I decide, okay, is it worth this one?
I bet she has more and she's in the chat. Penny, you got more rusted fabric? All right. Yeah, I've had this for a long time. I had a whole bunch of sheets I got someplace. And they were, pre-loved, but they came with a bundle of other stuff I wanted. So I just rusted them all. So I just have a pile of rusty fabric. And Jim just looks at me like, you're so weird. And I always just feel obligated to ask him why he is still figuring that out.
Susie said I pay one price every month. They sent me a free printer, and it is EcoTank. The printer includes my ink levels, and they automatically, when an ink gets to a certain level, they automatically ship.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's like HP.
Interesting. Well, they would hate me.
They'd be
Just
losing
saying.
money on you.
I have a funny feeling I'd get booted out of the club. Yeah, I don't use, and to each their own. It depends on what you're doing, right? But I do stick with the genuine inks. I used to use the knockoff ones, or the compatibles, or whatever you choose to call them. But for the stuff I'm printing for you guys, I really prefer to have the genuine inks. So yeah, this cover, right? It's a predetermined size because we already finished the spine, right? That's the only thing that these really limit you on when you do the covers first is then you have to make your signatures fit your spine, right?
Your Mac loves that marble paper.
Yeah, this stuff. This is I forget which place I got this from, but this is legit marble. This isn't a scan or a print or anything. This is handmade marbled paper. This is good. Oh, here we go. Paper. It's paper. I forget the site. I'm gonna have to go look it up because now it's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see. Did I bookmark it this time? Maybe. Oh, Eve. There it is. And she's really fine, you guys. She's just mad. She just doesn't want to be upstairs. She wants to be out here with me. So this is all just temper. I'm not seeing that company. Does one of you guys know the website? I feel like, is Lucy here? Lucy knows which one it is. She and I have talked about it. I feel like she knows it. I think Debbie Kipp knows too. J-Mac probably knows. I can't think of the name of the company. Mulberry paper and more. I have bought from them. I can't remember. I would have to see the site. I need to see their landing page. I'm terrible. I'm very visual. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You could wrap this one around, right, and glue it. You could glue here and stick it onto here and then glue these on. I'm not going to do it that way just because I want to see how this behaves. Totally unreinforced. And there's a lot of gap in between those signatures. See how that gapping? So all that glue is going to ooze down in there, and it's going to catch in different places, and it's going to change how it opens. So I'm really not going to learn anything other than I don't like it. So I'm going to just line up the edge of this back signature right along the edge of the bookboard and spine where they meet. I'm going to double check. Yes, I still have plenty of give. I have a little bit of breathing. This spine is a little wider than this, and that's fine. And this could still go totally wrong. So, you know, this might turn into a what not to do, which I'm totally okay with too. So I'm just eyeballing. Okay. And like I said, you know, I do for sure know how to be more precise about all of this. I'm just choosing to literally just wing this so that you guys can truly see. This doesn't have to be so fussy. Like, you can literally just make up your mind as you go.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa. If we wanted to do true bookbinding, that's a whole different ballgame. So there's that. And I think this is probably wider than what I actually want. All right. So theoretically speaking, if I was a smart girl, I would put a protective paper under here. Maybe I should do that. Just so as I don't wind up with glue all over that. There. Of course, I'm going to bump it 18 times and move everything 18 times, you know, just to keep life fun. I do kind of want to make sure I get it up there along that folded edge. Then just try to get it where you want it, right? Walk this up here where you want it to land. Make sure you're square, because once you're in, you're in. You get a little wiggle room with the Fabri-Tac. However, it's going to leave marks on this marbled paper. Just walk it down. There. Let's see if this is glue free. It is. Nice. Because like if you were doing like an actual, you know, let me bind a whole real book, you know, all of the things. These would have been glued like these that I'm working on. These will go in a press, and I'm going to glue these and glue the mole and probably a little bit of a paper reinforcement over the mole. So this is the mole, right? It'll go on first. It'll be cut to size. Usually, sometimes I leave it longer. It depends. If it's a heavy cover, I leave it longer. These I will not for sure. But yeah, the mole will be cut to size, glued on here. It'll go in the press first and pretend like, you know, that's the press, and it'll sandwich it so the glue doesn't seep all in there and stuff. And then these will get glued up to these covers.
Hey, Patty Crane.
Hey, Patty.
Jess watched a video of an artisan rebinding a 400-year-old book with the method they used at the time. It was so amazing.
It is so amazing, isn't it? Can I ask who it was? I want to know if it's the guy I watch. Oh my gosh, if you guys, I can't ever remember his name, and I haven't seen him in quite a while. I'm not sure if he's still doing books and stuff, but he was Swedish or Norwegian. I can't remember. I feel like it starts with an S, his name. He was amazing. Amazing. And the leather work he did was insane.
She said, I don't remember his name. I'll have to look.
Okay. I wonder if it was him. That would be so cool. If it was him, I could watch his videos over and over and over and over and over again. He's fantastic. Hey, Tony. Oh, Toby. I was like, oh, another new face. Oh, goodness.
That would have been me.
You're so funny. Thank you, Patty, by the way. I'm always as surprised as you guys at what comes up on Instagram. My daughter does that, so.
She does a good job.
She does a fantastic job. I don't have to worry. I don't have to peek over her shoulder. It's amazing. Amazing. Every once in a while she watches, so. That would be cool if she hears that and reads the chat. So you guys busy learning nothing, right? Susie, my friend, I have to tell you, you are truly part of the group when autocorrect is getting you, because
yep.
My inner 12-year-old is a bold human being, let me tell you. She loves typos. Like, they delight me in ways you have no idea. Nor am I ever going to let one pass me up. All right, I need another scrap piece. And I'm going to turn this around now and work on it upside down, technically, just because I can see it better.
Susie said, Patty, I'm confused at what you are doing and why.
Because, what part? Depends on how you're used to binding a book. And I would not be surprised if I am confusing. Would not surprise me at all.
Now, by doing it the way you're doing now, does that eliminate, like, you know how sometimes when you go to open the pages, they just don't work right? Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Because a lot of people, there's a lot, like, okay, I don't want to come across like, you know, all know-it-all-ish. But there's so many people that think that if they glue the spine of a text block to the spine of a book, that it's going to open up and function properly, and that's just not the case.
Right.
That's where a lot of the problem comes in.
She said, are you going to glue that into the spine?
No.
No.
Nope.
You don't have to by doing it that way, right?
Right. It's just floating. Basically, I just made fabric hinges. That's all I did was just make fabric hinges. And a little bit of glue is going to seep through, so I'm just going to keep rubbing until it's secure. Ooh, not that one. Ooh.
I might try doing that the next time, even though it's a one signature.
It does make a difference, though.
Yeah.
If you reinforce the back of that spine where you stitch it, if it's close enough together. That's also why a lot of people wrap them, because they get that reinforcement that way.
Uh-huh.
So you just have to figure out what you like and what you don't like. And unfortunately, the only way you know that is to make them.
Doing it, yeah.
Yep. But I mean, you can consider that fortunate or unfortunate. I don't mind the mistakes because a lot of times it's not like an epic fail. It's just, okay, so next time I want to try this, this, and this, you know, and just change a few steps or change the whole thing.
For me, when I do, when I, you know, glue it, the hidden spine, right? It's really only the first and maybe the last page that kind of, you know, because of the glue, I think. It's usually only the first and last page that sometimes is a little wonky.
Right. And see, that's going to be, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't want this.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. It wouldn't stop me from, you know, finishing the journal.
Yeah. If I wanted them to look that precious, I wouldn't be using rusted fabric and,
right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually use like muslin or a piece of cotton, but.
Yes, and to Linda's point, there's certain ways of like stitching your signatures and binding them and things like that so they lay flat. It makes a difference on what you're using them for.
Yeah.
Like what you want out of them. And, you know, again, there's a fruity fly. Of course there is. I bought organic bananas again. That one has to trim down. It's just obviously too long. All right, fine. There.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Except now everything is stuck to me. I have such a love-hate relationship with Fabri-Tac. It's not even funny. But yeah, so that's how that, and see then at the top.
Yep.
But then you're going to be able to get.
Yeah, I got to try that.
Nope, it's not going to go all the way. See, this is where if I had given it a little more room in the fabric. See, with this binding or this, with this stitching, if you don't glue it, you'd have that give. This, the link stitch that I like, if I don't glue and reinforce this and attach it just like I attached these, when you go to open this, you don't have this little bubble right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I mean? So that's going to keep it from laying flat all the way through the book.
Now, where I always use a fabric cover, would it do the same thing?
Maybe. So this one, I'll probably wind up pulling this spine off and redoing this. But I knew that going in, that if it didn't If it didn't work out, I was willing to do that. So that's part of that whole, you know, just you don't know if you don't try it.
Hey, Jamie.
You get to where you can predict or have a pretty good estimate, but like don't let this stress you out, because do I have fabric here that I don't hate? But anyway, what I was saying was this one. See how this has a little bit of give in between the signatures?
Yeah.
See that spacing? So like if I had used this, the French link stitching instead of the no-sew gluing, you have a little give. I imagine depending on how you glue these in, you could give yourself some give if you didn't glue right up to the edge of your paper fold and maybe left a little bit of that connection unglued, you would have some give, and then it would expand, because what you're missing is some flexibility and a little bit of expansion so that it'll come out there.
Handmade Iowa, is that Linda? Is her name Linda?
Yep, that's Linda.
Okay, can you split it and reduce it a bit?
Yes, I could, but I think what I'm going to do is just take it off entirely and put a fabric spine on it. Ooh, that's bold. Let me see what I got right here.
Jody's asking if you're going to fill that with pockets and tags, etc.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, I think she asked a little earlier. So the flat ones, are they more for writing in?
For me, they are.
Like that.
For me, they are. And I'm not like a journaler. Maybe just white would be good. I'm a list maker.
I think if you filled it after with pockets and tucks, etc., it would stress the glue and eventually split, Lucy said.
I think so too, but I'm worried it might start ripping the papers. Because that's, I mean, ugh. Because I didn't do, the only one, I see exactly what you're saying, but this one I did as signatures, right? I put, or not signatures, I did as folios. So the only place it's got to get that give is in between this piece and this piece. Is right there. And I don't think that's gonna, I don't know. I don't know, Lucy. I'm a little scared. Maybe though. If this was the one where you glued every single page one on top of the other, then yes, absolutely. And I did not give myself any give when I put that fabric on because I wanted to see how it was going to go. So next time I certainly would. It's closer. I might just mess with it for a little while. Let everything dry up. It's definitely closer. Because now when you lay it down, it's just... I don't know, Lucy. You might be onto something. All right, I'm going to leave it. There. See, it did totally widen. See, it did totally widen it.
Okay.
And that one. So... for my future self, I would build in a gap in between these signatures if I was doing it in a predetermined spine size. So there's that one. This one, let's see. Hey, if anybody knows where to get good, real bone, made of bone folders, I would love a link or some information on the where. I absolutely love them. All right, let's see here. Trying to tidy up a little bit as I go. Don't laugh at me, Megs.
I won't.
Okay. She says not out loud anyway. This one, I do want that red and white stripe that I had. I think. Or do I want blue?
Jody.
Huh?
I was saying I do too, Jody. She said, I'm not a journaler either. I make soft covers, but willing to try new things.
Right? Yeah, I'm not like a journaler where like all my private thoughts, that's just not me. I'm a list maker. I love a list. I like the red. What do you think? You like the red with it?
Yeah.
Better than the blue, right?
Yeah.
The blue's too white, I think. Okay. So, first things first, let's trim you to size. And I'm just using fabric. I'm actually getting a whole list together of different things I want to do. And so I'm, you know, along with all the things I normally do, I'm over here trying to get stuff together so that we can do more of this, but in a more organized, orderly fashion. You know, my lists.
Susie says she was gifted a Teflon bone folder, and it's the best thing ever. It slides so wonderfully.
I know, I have one. They are wonderful. Like, they do indeed serve their purpose. I just prefer it. Again, it just depends. But I do love the bone ones. Yep. Okay. That's how that's going to go. Just for funsies. Am I though? I'm not. I don't think I am. I was going to put some mole on this, but I don't think I am, actually. I think...
How many signatures is that?
If this one isn't, this is the no-sew, where so it's all
okay.
just, it's just folios, right? So here's the folio.
Yep.
Here's the connector and a folio. And then this is a single page. And then a connector, right? The print is the connector.
Yeah.
And then there's the folio. So it's all just, each thing is glued in and you just build it up. Like you literally just lay it down and you just keep gluing until it gets as tall as you want. And it can be as neat or as messy as you want. Mine are still fairly neat. Because I need it to be that way. I haven't done enough of these where I've hit a comfort zone where I can just literally wing it. I'm trying to decide how much. And this, I'm not gluing this spine to this paper, nothing. This is going to be the spine, and this piece is going to be the hinge. This should literally be the easiest situation ever. Because that's what I want to see. This should come in and do just like so, right? And you could totally bulk this up if you wanted to. You could put another piece of fabric here.
Why?
I'm just thinking for a minute, trying to decide. There's so many different things you could do. Because this fabric is not heavyweight, it's very lightweight. So this has the potential to feel very like, you know, when you get the old books and you know that the spine is broken and you open it up and like there's only like 2 or 3 cords holding the covers onto the text block. This has the potential to very much feel like that.
Okay.
Which again,
so would something thicker be better, or does it matter?
Depends. Again, it depends on what you're looking for. I like that loose, sloppy, beat up feeling. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The more ratty and raggedy they are, but I want them to feel that way and look that way. But I want to know that it's not actually going to come apart in somebody's hands. Okay, where did there it is. Holy moly, this glue is slow as molasses. I mean, you see people all the time with their Tyvek and their this and their that and everything else. I mean, I understand they want it to be secure and they want it to feel solid, but good gravy. I do think there's a lot of overkill. Like if you are used to taking apart the old books, like there's not Tyvek and all of the things depending on how they're bound, right? Like you have to, there's a lot of intention in old bindings. And there were books that were never meant to be saved and used and all of the things. Like they were supposed to be disposable. So see, you could have glued this fabric onto this spine and then this wing of this fabric, when you glued it on, it would still look like this, right? But it would look like that. And your book would technically be bound. I'm going to bring this page over.
Are you going to glue that?
And glue it down. So
okay.
This is going to hold, this page is going to adhere the front of the text block to the cover. So this piece is literally just holding the front and back together, and it's going to provide a little security to alleviate some of that wobbliness. Not a lot, but a little. But it's technically not good. This fabric has nothing to do with the text block. It's literally just the text block is going to be glued in with this page and the very last page. Just trying to decide if I need to trim anything before and you don't have to use the whole page, right? Like you could just cut off half of it and just glue the half of it down if you wanted to. I don't mind this. I can still put as many layers on top of this as I want to. So I'm just going to do the whole page.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Good night, Linda.
So doing it that way, is it still more for like just journaling, or can you embellish inside, like with pockets and
I'm going to glue book in this one, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh my word, I may have to, oh, there it goes. So look at slowest moving glue in the world. Ridiculous. Don't mind me, guys. Like, it's exactly, ooh, almost overflowed.
Does it need a little acetone?
Huh?
Does it need a little acetone?
You know, every time I do that, I wind up with a bubbling cauldron mess.
Oh, okay.
like I said, love-hate relationship between me and the Fabri-Tac. And in all fairness, these bottles, I have to use up what I have. This stuff is probably 3 years old. I found a great sale on it, and I had, like, you know, a genius, bought tons of noodles of it, and then quit using it. So it's all just sitting in there evaporating. So it's
I
time
hardly
to...
ever use Fabri-Tac anymore.
Huh?
I hardly ever use Fabri-Tac anymore.
I know, me too. That's why I decided I needed to use this. It was either use it or just throw it all in the trash. And I was like, well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Since I wanted to try all these no-sew glue up journals, it seemed like a good place to use it up. I do still like the art glitter glue for it, but it does make a lot of the papers wrinkle or pucker or what have you. All right, that should be enough.
Okay, good night, Susie.
Good night, Susie.
What is that glue? It's Fabri-Tac.
Yeah. Or 3-in-1. I tend to...
I was going to say,
have...
I say the same 3-in-1.
Oh, 3. If
to
I have
the exact
Fabri-Fix.
same ingredient as the
Yeah.
Fabri-Tac.
Yep, I actually have Fabri-Fix, but same difference.
Lucy's
Okay.
not a fan of solvent glue.
Me either, which is why I haven't used it for all this time. So, like I said, I just need to use it up. And it doesn't, like, if you were using a regular white glue, you'd be able to spread it around. This stuff is not as spreadable, I don't think. And I never can quite get, like, the oozing. Like, how much do I need before it's going to ooze and get everywhere?
Yeah.
I've never quite figured that out with this either. I always feel like I'm guesstimating a little bit. Not too shabby. So there's how the front cover landed on those
Nice.
signatures. So now I can do the back one pretty much the same way. Do I want that to be that wide? Sure, why not, right? Why not?
Well, you're going to cover it anyways, right?
I may not if I leave that. Oh, yes, I am. Yes. I was going to be like, maybe not, but yes, I do. So then it's dumb to leave that much of it.
Susie, you made me log back in to give you a trick. You were on my TV. I was brushing my teeth when I heard your struggle with spreading.
Oh, you were going to leave us, but I lured you in, huh?
Yeah, she had said goodnight.
I'm not sad about that. I'm just kidding. Ooh, this one's low. Hold on.
Oh, the trick is, she says, get a cheap, big glue stick. After you put the fabric tack down, use the glue stick to spread it around. It makes a smooth spread. That's a good idea.
Interesting. Interesting. I have to be totally honest, though. I probably won't do it. I won't think about it till it's too late. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's never going to occur to me that I was going to do that, or I should do that, or I'm not the one. I probably will never try it.
I think I might, if I can remember.
Write it down.
Oh, that's one way to remember.
I know.
I think I will, actually.
Okay.
Piece of paper here.
All right. All right.
All right.
So I did leave myself just a smidge. I pulled it just a little forward when I attached the back on it. And I will say I missed getting it squared up. So this cover is sitting a little low technically. So I'm going to pull it. So my stripes are not going to be like perfect, which, I mean, whatever. But this is going to be pretty close. So they're going to be just not correct, but it's all right. It's all right. If you cover that up with something, nobody's ever going to know but you. And now all of you. But you know, nobody will know, theoretically speaking. I like the tips, though. I like when you guys have tips and tricks. Like whoever it was that told me to use the apple cider vinegar in an open jar for fruit flies. Oh, my word.
Does that work?
Oh, like a charm. Like a charm. I love it. Absolutely love it. And you can tell when it's time to refresh your apple cider vinegar because all of a sudden you're annoyed by the fruit flies. Because when it's fresh and working and attractive to them, you don't even know you have fruit flies. Oh, that would have been a good place right here to see. I'm not the one. It will never occur to me. I wonder who came up with that. That's pretty genius. I love when there's people out there that problem solve. See how that snugged that right up by doing that?
Yeah.
I left just a little bit of room. And then when I glued this page in, it just snugged it right up. It's perfect. So then you can leave this long. You can come in and trim it. You know, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to come in and trim it. I was going to tear it, but since my stripes are not going to sit correctly.
Susie, I have notes everywhere. I'll find it eventually.
Sorry, distracted glue globber. Still think it's weird that you guys watch the stream on your TVs.
Yeah,
Not
she
like,
said, she said, I'm really going this time, but you can still play on my TV. The only thing you can't do is chat on it.
Right? Oh, I see. But see how flat it still stays? But here's why you want a flexible, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys. So this one, I did a lot of looking around, and I did another one so that I would know when so I wouldn't get here and be like, what the heck? So the reason I would always do a flexible, not attached spine, watch what happens when you open it up. So it's going to lay flat, but you need that spine to be able to totally move out of the way, because it's going to do it no matter where you open it up. So you're still flat, like as a flat surface to work on, but this needs some place to go. And if this was thick and rigid, it's not going to, it's almost like it needs to fold away like a bifold door. See that?
Oh, yeah.
And see how it just instantly flips to the other side. So you just need something super, super flexible back there. What I think I might do, just so this has a little more finish on it instead of just that cut edge, I'll probably come back with another fabric strip or something and put it right. Something different, like a floral, or I don't know. That just looks kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but it just looks a little, it looks like I'm just sticking a Band-Aid on there. It's not really what I want.
Thanks, Louise. Good idea.
But yeah, I'll come back with something and put it on there.
I think that looks good.
Do you?
Yeah, where it's not too, not too wide. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Maggie says this.
Just my opinion.
She doesn't usually chime in, so I'm going to do it. Okay. Oh, not that. That. And this is purely decorative, right? Like there's not any real function in this.
I would wonder why it was on there, J-Mac. The glue stick. I would definitely wonder, what the heck did I put this on there for? Oh, Shelley said the rusty kind of replicates the tree trunk.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. I mean, yeah, what Shelley said.
Hey, Sue Chesley. She's going to try Susie's thing with the glue stick and the
right. I think that's a nifty idea.
And she likes your book cover, Patty. Really cute.
Thanks. But I know some of you were trying the no-sew and have done no-sews. And if you haven't, you should. They are really actually pretty fun. And I'm not going to lie, a little bit addictive. I've really been playing around with them, and like it's a whole rabbit trail. Not quite certain what I'm going to do with them all, but you know.
Good night, Mare.
Good night, Mare. Feel better. All right, there's that one.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks, Mags. Good idea. Good call. I'm not sure what I thought I was going to. Yes, I do. I was going to go look for like a floral, a calico. But this is just dandy. But see, like it's still like all squishy. And I think that's why these appeal to me, is they have a very, they just feel good in your hand. They're not hard. They do open up flat no matter what. And I love a glue book, right? And a lot of these, like these came out of a glue book, and I just trimmed them down and put them in here. It's so collagey glue book. just the assembly part, like you're halfway there. And I think that's why these appeal to me so much, is the collage mix and mismatched. Holy moly. I was trying to do mix match. Match. I can't even say it. Matched. Mix matched. You can't even make your tongue hardly do that.
It is this upcoming Saturday, Deb.
Yep, it sure is.
And Louise was working on the French stitch one. Love the look, but I guess I'm slow at it.
That's because you're uncertain and you're fussy. Just saying. Relax a little bit and quit trying to hold your tongue in the right place. Just let it flow. Like, not that I have a thing about the French link, but you know, here's more of,
but it looks so nice.
There's more of them. I have them piled up. Like, you guys don't think I'm bonkers, but like,
well, you are bonkers. Look at how many. I have a hard time doing one. You make like 20 or
like
more. Probably more.
There's a few.
Oh my gosh.
I love this stitch.
They look awesome though.
I love them. But the way I bind them, most of the time you can't see it anyway. I just like the way that the book feels. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just love how it feels with this. And like, you can make them up ahead like that and just have them piled up, whether they're plain paper, fancy papers, it doesn't matter, book pages, like whatever. But you can just have them stitched together and piled up, and then just make a journal anytime the urge strikes, and you're halfway there.
Oh, I know Louise. She probably has 50 more somewhere else. Lisa says, I made a journal with the French stitch. I think Patty goes zen doing French.
I love doing them. I do have a plan for all of those, and you guys will be the first to know when I'm ready to share.
Yeah, Becca said, love those. I don't think you can make enough, Patty.
Oh my gosh. I do literally love them. I prefer doing that over a 3 or like any of the pamphlet stitches. Because you got to stop and knot and do all the things. I can do one of those almost as fast as somebody doing like a 5-hole for as many signatures. So it's just, you know, it's just what you get used to and what you like and what works, you know, for you. But I don't know about you guys, but I love these. There will be more of these in the very near future. I do love these. I can't wait. When are you ready to do glue books? Oh, we'll have to wait till Wednesday and ask Mare. When are we going to do glue books?
When you make me one?
Do I need to make you one?
No.
I'll make you one. Do you need one?
Yeah, I don't really have one.
Do you want
I can
like
use
that?
this glue book?
How would you feel about I think I have a couple of vintage scrapbooks with the bigger scrapbook pages. You want a smaller one though, don't you?
Yeah, I want a smaller one.
What about I know I have a smaller one that's black. The paper is black.
The paper is black?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you mean like a photo album?
Right,
paper.
But it was, I think it's a little scrapbook. It might be meant as a photo album, but I mean, by the time you glue in it, nobody's going to know, and you can alter the cover.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I can find it. I just had my hands on it the other day, so I just have to remember if I put it. I can't remember if I put it back in the tote or if I have it up here. I'll have to look and see where it's at.
Oh, Lucy's telling me any old book can be a glue book.
She's not wrong.
Right. Louise, actually, Patty, it's more that I'm using full 5.5 inch wide paper and I'm getting tangled up everywhere.
Yeah, that'll happen too. That will happen. I have been known to not have one continuous thread. If you get too irritated by it, knot it off and then just start fresh. So like normally, is this where I started? So this is where I finished. So this should be my start. Yep. So here's my start. So here's where I started, right? So I would stitch along. And if I got down here like halfway through and realized, I didn't have long enough thread or whatever, I'm just going to knot it off like always. And then just come right back through that same. So say it happened right here where I knotted off. I would just come through right here and leave my tail out, right? And just go back through. Just start stitching like you didn't have to add in fresh thread. And then when you come back, just tie again and then keep going. Because especially
oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, go ahead.
Jody was asking if you were going to fill that book.
I think I am. Because I have been for, I don't know, the last several months, when I'm pulling stuff for you guys, I keep doing like, some for you guys and one for me, and some for you guys and one for me, sort of thing. So I have little baskets up here full of like all these little things and like photos
to add in.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. And like these are literally just right here. Like all of this stuff. And then I'm going to go for like my calling cards. So like I just want to flip through these and just like this envelope. I love this envelope. There's nothing special about this envelope. It's a little bit glassine. I like the stamps on there. And I just think it would be really pretty. Like, you know what I mean? Or and just part of it and then keep building. Like I almost want a collage. I don't know if I'm going to do, mine's going to be.
That was a question. Lucy said, when you ladies do a glue book, are you randomly gluing things or making collages?
Mine will probably be both because I can't randomly do anything. Like I just don't have it in me. I can't even put together random packs for you guys. I always have to pile up all the stuff and take it to Rosie and say, will you, and I have to show her what I want and then she'll do it and they're random. I have to color coordinate or size coordinate or whatever. I just cannot do random.
Amy said, I've made several of them and love that binding. I'm trying to get them to look as nice as Patty's, but love it. I learned the kettle stitch too, which is similar.
Yep. Kettle stitch is easy too.
Okay.
It just depends on what you sometimes I think it's what you learn first, which opens you up to what feels natural to do next. That's my 2 cents. But I have never been a huge fan of like, ooh, got him, the pamphlet stitches. Sorry, another fly murder.
Louise said the next one I make will be just a short one, like the one you're showing, and then add the rest as glued on page.
There you go. That'll work.
And Jody really wants to try this one, she said.
Yeah, these are cool. If to do these glue ones, these no-sew glue. Anytime you guys want to do these, I'm your girl. If you just want somebody to hang out with you, just say, hey, Patty. I could, but it feels collage-y to me, right? And I love collage. You could almost fill these as you're making them if you wanted to. Like, if you just had adhered this section and you knew what you wanted here, you could totally put it, as long as it was relatively flat, right? And then come in, because like this was the folio, and then come in and add your next piece, and then you could go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be so easy.
Lucy said to me that, well, first she said, there's everything special about that envelope. To me, that would be an art journal then, not a glue book.
I
And
can
go ahead.
see that. Yeah, I can see where she's going with that. Yeah. And I think that's one of those where the lines kind of, I don't want to say blur, but everybody has such a unique perspective on what is art and what is a hobby and what is, because like you guys know, right? Like I have always struggled with what is the difference or what distinguishes a crafter from an artist, an arter.
I think everything's art. That's just me though.
Because like, I don't know, because I'm like this, there has to be something in the middle. And I never, ever intend to insult or hurt or diminish or belittle anyone, right? But when I hear crafter, you please keep in mind when I learned and when I was growing up, it was the 80s. And that's when I hear crafter, because my mom would be like, let's go to the craft show. And like everything was granny squares. And like those horrible silk flower wreaths. And like all silk flower, everything, holy moly. And that's what is one of the first things that springs to mind for me. When somebody says, you want to go to a craft show? I'm like, yeah, no, I'll hard pass. So it's like, it's just, but I don't, for me, an artist is someone who's educated and trained, but that doesn't mean that I don't see the art with you guys who haven't. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can see the skill and you can see the art, but it's like, it's different when you start applying it to yourself. I think. I feel like I'm artsy.
You are artsy.
I'm okay with artsy, but like artist feels like, I don't know.
Well, I think for a long time, most everybody thought before the crafting craze, if you want to call it that, they felt like an artist was like a painter or,
yes,
you know, somebody that draws but that's, I mean, growing up, that's what I thought was an artist, somebody who paints, right?
Yeah,
there is art in everything, you know, that we do.
I think anything creative can be artistic.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. Anybody that's creative is an artist in their own way.
Exactly, Lucy. Craftsman, exactly. And artisans, yeah.
Crafted artisan, Amy says.
Yep. But that's how we came to the group decision of artisan for the market too, because everything at the market is handmade. So, you know, that was kind of, so we've had this conversation a whole bunch of times around here. And I like it because I feel like everybody's perspective changes a little bit. And as people's skill level changes, or when you're trying new things that you thought you would never do, or like the famous, oh, I could never do that. And then you do it and you're like, holy moly, why didn't I do this sooner? You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. People act like it's a hard conversation to have or it's insulting or whatever. And I don't ever mean it that way. I think there's a lot of growth and I think it can be very positive. So there. So there. It does depend on how snooty you are. I read that as snotty the first time, and that's almost what I said. I feel like snotty applies too. Yeah, a lot of artists would never call exactly, but like, I don't know. I I was exposed to like tramp art and folk art and all of that really young. So to me, I always knew that as art. And assemblage before like it was the cool thing. I knew what that was. And I just, yeah, I was very fortunate in that way. I'd never had the opportunity to just see like fine art as the only kind of art. Hey, Debbie Epps, a jack of all trades. Lisa, no, you at least, yeah, you need to go with the craftsman for sure. We're an artisan. Oh my word, the things you make, please, a jack of all trades. You got some art, girl. For sure. But like I see Maggie's stuff as artistic. Speaking of which, why am I the only one on screen?
Because I'm not doing anything.
Oh, well, guess what? Me either anymore.
I'm just sitting here.
Many fine artists are not trained in a traditional sense. Correct. But I think theirs is better. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's natural. It's intuitive. That's the word I wanted. It's intuitive. You typed in what I said, but it changed. Ah, that's so funny. I don't know. I like junk art. I think some of it I don't get. Some of it I truly like. Some assemblage art, I can look at it and be like, maybe. But just because I don't get it doesn't mean I don't see the artistic effort and skill. You know what I mean? Because it's still like the acquiring, the thought process and putting like this item with this item with that item with that item, like it's all still a process, right?
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori. But if you think what I do is art, yeah, I get it. But you also have to, I think, get to a point where you do what you do because it makes you happy, because you love it. And it doesn't really matter what the other people think.
Lucy's asking if you ever checked out Michael Demeng.
Yes. I had to stop and think, did I? Yes, I did. Amazing. For sure. Yeah, I have been really selective watching different reels on Instagram. Instagram was out there for so long, right? And I just couldn't be bothered because in my mind, I thought it was like another TikTok or whatever that one is, and Snapchat, all of those, right? Like I thought it was just all this kid stuff. Oh my word. It has become another version of Pinterest for me.
Whoops.
Uh-oh, Toby's got a request, Mags.
Have you made any of those black journal tops? I haven't yet, Toby, but I will.
Debbie, I think you might have just nailed it. We are all trained on the University of YouTube and Instagram. I have found so many good YouTube channels through Instagram. Like they never pop up in my feed. And no matter what I search, they never pop up like as a thing. But I find them in Instagram and then they'll be like, yeah, and I'm on YouTube. And I'll be like, no way. So then I'm binge watching. It is a rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole.
Yes.
Yeah, see, now I've never watched any of that stuff on Instagram because I never even knew it was on there. I hardly ever, you know what I mean? I hardly ever go on Instagram.
But yet I send her reels all the time, you guys. No, I don't. I send you memes, don't I?
You send me memes.
I'll start sending you some reels.
I mean, how do you find them though on Instagram? Do you type in something or
it should
like
open? Well, when it opens, if I send you the reel, when you open it up, you should be in your Instagram, and you could just keep scrolling, or you can tap their little thing at the top and it'll show you what they have. It's algorithm based, just like everything else. The more it feeds you things that you are liking and anything that you're interacting with, it feeds you more of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I won't forget you, Toby. I just haven't I haven't done a lot of crafting the last week, but I'll get to it.
There we go. Follow people and scroll. It will suggest more familiar. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I keep up with family on Instagram too, but that's really about it. I just recently started on Instagram and I do like it, Lucy said.
Yep. Yeah, I've only been using it. Well, when did I tell you guys that Tori was taking over the social media part of all of this? That's when I really started paying attention, because I just literally couldn't be bothered by it. And if I was going to be on there playing, I felt like I needed to use it. She's the one that showed me the value and like all of the different things. And that's when it turned into Pinterest. So it's Tori's fault.
Lori said, I always thought Pinterest was a place to go. I'm still trying to find my way around Instagram.
I think both of them have a certain value. I think different artists for sure use Instagram. I think some of them probably do still use Pinterest. I haven't looked. But like Instagram is
all ads now.
Yeah, but it's just so easy, right? Like you can grab your phone and do a little video and just post it up there with some cute little caption or whatever and a couple of hashtags if you want to, and boom, it's up there. And you can set it up where it'll post like to your Facebook or this or that or whatever all at the same time. So you can like multi-post across different platforms all at one time. And I think that's one of the things that really appeals to people. It's quick, it's easy sort of thing. It's efficient.
Scroll silent reels and images. So inspiring.
Yeah. I almost always have my volume off. So even if they're not meant to be silent, but I feel like if it catches my eye or my interest long enough for me to watch it when it's silent, then I'm probably going to like it. Can I show you guys something I'm working on?
Is that a trick question?
Well, there's not a massive group here, so this is the right time. So what do you guys think of this?
Hold on.
I just want a little bit of feedback. What do you guys think of these?
I love that.
Do we love these or
yes.
And don't just tell me what you think I want to hear. Like I legit want to know, because I'm trying to decide.
When have I ever told you?
Well, I didn't necessarily mean you, silly.
Okay. But I do love those.
Thank you. I wanted them to look like they had been like
love, 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 love.
Oh my gosh, thanks you guys.
Gorgeous.
I wanted them to look like they had been like
Lisa wants some
painted or what have you.
Yeah.
But like then wet.
They look like
they got wet, right?
They look like almost like ink sketches and like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Jody, I love them, but I prefer horizontal.
I know you do. I'm doing a fair amount of both this time. And I'm trying to do better about, look at this one. I love this one.
Hi, Sharon. She needs them in her life.
Hey, Sharon.
When you print, if you haven't already printed a bunch of those, you're going to need to print a lot of that set.
I'm doing 20 of a lot of the sets this time. I'm changing a few things this time. But yeah, I love them. But I just, every once in a while, I'm like, this could go either way. Like, you guys, like, we don't always love all the same things. Not always.
Yeah, those are for the tall, skinny journals, Susan.
Yep, they are. But there's, like, I'm trying to do, I haven't got myself yet where I can do the well, I could do them, but I'm trying to figure out a nice blend, a nice happy medium between enough packs, like more packs, and variety, right? Like, I'm pulling back on the variety a little bit and doing more packs.
Good.
So,
well, not good about cutting the variety, but making more packs. Yes.
Right. But I have to, like, kind of go at it a little. I can't, like, just make the major shift, because otherwise there's going to be, like, a huge gap in bringing the prints, and then you guys will be frustrated by that too. So I'm trying to, like, navigate that in a reasonable way so that I can kind of keep the same schedule for bringing them.
No list.
Yeah, no list. These are for the tall, skinny, but there's others coming. I do some tall skinnies. I don't do as many of the tall ones, but I know some of you like to do both. So I did want to bring these for that. But I will say, if you're going to do these kinds of journals, these no-sews where you just glue them in, these would be perfect, because you could say you wanted the top half, right? And you just cut it for your 8.5. Then this piece here becomes your hinge. So, I mean, this would be, see what I mean? Like, this could be your single page. So you would fold it right here and glue in this side for your hinge, fold it over, and carry on. So it just depends on what you're going to use them for. These still have a lot of use, I think, besides just the traveler's journal size, I think.
Amy, I can't wait to get my Patty papers. I'm not very patiently waiting. And I don't know if that's us or US is on my list, since there hasn't been update since the 26th. I'm not sure what she means by that.
UPS, I bet she's talking
UPS.
about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think more
UPS.
packs is a great thing.
She meant UPS. That had to be shipping, because I'm standing here going, Amy, you didn't get those yet? Hang on. Hold on. I have the other laptop on. Let me open Pirate Ship and see what I see.
Yeah, she said UPS.
Okay.
Down below.
Let me get logged in.
It's a UPS thing.
Well, and I don't remember. Holy moly. Come on. I know that I know how to type.
I just have to mute for a minute.
Sure. Hang on 1 second, guys. All right. Finally. Holy schmoly. All right. Let me find you. Amy. Wow, there's a lot of you that are not been delivered yet that I would have thought. Wowza. Amy, yours hasn't even been. Has it? Hold on. It's green for some reason. Oh, it's in transit. You're in transit. And you're right. It has not. It shows as being in Atlanta. Wowza. Did it give you an expected delivery date? I'm looking to see. Hold on. I'll look up a chat here in just a second. Oh, estimated delivery Wednesday, July 3rd, 30th. Holy moly. Never did I think it was going to take 6 days for it to get to you. That's crazy. Cruel beings that they are. I know. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, yours came today. Cool. Oh, thanks, J-Mac. Lori T. I did not. You're Canadian, right? Yes, Lori's Canadian. Do you want me to bundle you up and ship you? I can do that. I'll just get yours boxed up. And then I think, if I remember right, your first invoice or two, I hadn't cemented in my head that you were in Canada. So I think I have to go back and do some shipping credit for you. I'll have to, because I'll send you an invoice separate for the shipping. But I have to remember to deduct what I already, I think once or twice, I feel like I did, maybe 3 times. I can't remember now, but I'll have to go back into your invoices and see and make sure that I'm not like recharging you, if that makes sense.
Sharon's package came today.
Nice.
Excuse me.
You want yours to go to? Yeah, I can do you this week. Since I'm not selling this week, that's why. So last week's info. So for anybody that wasn't here in the beginning, we had a little bit of a chaotic weekend. We have to take the princess to the doctor's in the morning. I think she's got an ear infection, and we could be there for a hot minute. And as long as we have to travel as far as we do for the pediatrician, I'm going to run some other errands. So that's probably going to wind up taking all day. After the weekend started looking the way it did, I just decided not to invoice because I knew I wasn't going to be able to ship. So all things considered, with the doctor tomorrow and all that jazz, I'm glad I didn't, because now I would be stressing out about not being on top of the shipping. So I'm just going to go ahead and invoice like tomorrow night or Wednesday. And then Louise will be here Thursday night. She's doing her papers and another surprise. And we'll be at Mayor's on Wednesday, hanging out in the afternoon. And then the Artisan market is Saturday at noon. So this week I can just kind of be chill and get all the things caught up and buttoned up and all that jazz. So see, we did not have that. I hope he's okay. Hey girl, hey, you're so funny.
I was just talking to the other Amy.
They just crack me up.
All I can think about when she types that is The Rock.
Yeah.
He says that in something, and it's so funny.
I know. It's so funny.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, my gosh. Collaging art bags. Oh, that sounds good. I'm anxious to see those. Those sound really good. So for you guys that are in here that are going to be vendors at the market, I'll be sending, I know that I will not get it done tonight or in the morning. So also tomorrow when we get home, I'm going to leave myself a big note so I don't forget to do it tomorrow night. But I'll be getting the thumbnails and the promo thingy put together, and I'll get that sent to you guys with the updated date and time and stuff. And then you guys can get that out. And I'll get I'll get the vendor list put together too, so that you guys can let people know what your time slot is. I think I'm just going to do it in the order you guys signed up. You're pretending. I know. Don't you say some things and then be like, what was that? Like, who do I think I am? It's so weird. I'll hear my kids say something and I'll try it out for size and I'm like, oh, just stop. Like,
It's this coming Saturday, Lori.
Yep. You need to, oh my gosh, Lori, it's so good. The market is, I love that it's just everybody that has participated so far has just been super chill. They've just brought amazing stuff. But we get to showcase all of you makers. And it just like, I just like the support and the encouragement and the camaraderie. And it's been fun. It's been fun to watch people. Some people started out super duper nervous and now not so much. So it's always fun to watch that confidence build and, things like that.
What time do you think we're going to start?
Noon Eastern time.
Noon? Okay.
Yep. I'm trying to be consistent about that. I did, Lisa. Holy guacamole. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Lori Fusco loves hers.
Oh my gosh, they're so awesome. You need that ticking. This is not legit old ticking. This was just, this is Hobby Lobby ticking. I have legit old ticking, but this is not it. I got to go put some paper in the printer. I'll be right back, Max.
Okay. It's a lot of fun.
It's so fun. We've done it a couple different ways. I think the way that everybody has liked best so far is 30-minute slots per vendor. So we're just going to hang with that for a little bit and see how it goes. Come winter time, when, we're all home and life slows down a tiny bit, all that sort of stuff, we may do, I don't know. I'm just hesitant to commit to a whole weekend because I don't know that I can always follow through on it. So I'm just going to be super hesitant about that sort of stuff. So we'll see. We may just start adding time on Saturday. We'll see.
Yeah, they're awesome, Shelley.
Thank you, Shelley. Yeah, the market is really fun. It really, really is. So, anywho, you guys, hey, Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
You haven't received yours either? Well, geez, Lou. They're super slow lately. I don't know what the deal is.
Is this UPS you're talking about? Or
I don't know. I'm looking. I got to see if she went UPS. I happen to love UPS. They've been so dependable. All the things. I will say certain areas though, when I'm putting it in and printing the labels, they do seem like crazy long time sometimes. And I'll be like, what? Dun, 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 dun. Where are you? There you are. You got the one on the 15th, right? The 15th. Holy moly, that was 2 weeks ago. Have I not shipped to you? Did you go on the combined? You might have gotten caught up when we did the combined shipping. I really thought I had just sent a package to you, though. I might be confusing you with somebody else, but I really thought, hold on, I'm looking. Nope, it looks like the 15th was the last time I shipped to you. I like being able to answer questions this way. Saves everybody the grief of all the messaging back and forth and everything.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but I get typing lazy.
She said, oh, I have that. The one
Okay.
from the 15th.
Okay. You got Lisa was amazing that day, and props to you, Cheryl, because a lot of people would have just given up. So, that's not nothing either. So
Lynette says the 20th invoice on the 20th.
That's going to be a combined one. I bet you're holding. Let me look.
Yeah, when that happens, Cheryl, just don't get flustered.
Yep, you were combined. So I can go ahead and send it if you want me to, though. I just have to go put a sticky note on it. Oh, you usually get it a day early? I don't know. I just feel like Georgia should not have taken 6 days. I feel like it should only be like 3 days. Just saying.
She said whatever is easiest.
It's small though. Do you know what I mean? If we hold it, you'll get a better value for your shipping dollars. So correct, Jody. If it says combined, so here's what it'll say. It'll say combined with your next shipping, or when like this one, everybody that has combined, when I invoice tomorrow or Wednesday, anybody that is combined, it's going to say combined with previous order. That way you know that you're getting your 2 orders together.
She said to hold.
Okay, gotcha.
She said Georgia's been in the news nationwide due to our mail issues.
Interesting. Guess who doesn't watch the news? Me.
I never watch the news.
I don't. I just don't. I get all of my information elsewhere. So, yeah, I don't watch the news. For mail issue. Really, Lucy? Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, you try not to. I know it's hard not to, though. But I don't watch TV, so it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, so. I don't watch. I can't even tell you the last time I turned the TV on. It's been.
Oh my gosh, we just had that conversation. Yeah, we had that conversation here just a couple days ago, and everybody's like, "Well, on TV." I said, "When is the last time you saw me come turn on a TV? Like, how often do you even see me sitting here in front of the TV? Like,
right."
Listen, Amy, I'm forced to. Oh my God.
My son watches it enough, all the news and everything enough for me. I just have to ask him, okay, what's going on?
Right.
And he tells me.
I prefer radio, tell you the truth. So, because I feel like I don't have to, like, I don't know. I just like background noise. And like certain things will grab your attention and your focus. And, then you can be like, oh, never mind. When they start, blah, 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 you can disregard. But,
yeah.
Right, Becca? Me too. Like, if it was up to me, like just me, we wouldn't even have TVs or cable. So, but whatever. The kiddos kind of like it. Although theirs is limited, much to their dismay. There is so much creativity. Can you imagine if everybody in this chat did videos on YouTube or Instagram or what have you? Like, oh my gosh, we could just always be hanging out and chatting together. Always. Not that I'm encouraging everyone to do that. I totally am, by the way. I think it would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I could just do like my favorite list and just like, oh my gosh. And if we were super organized, like we could just go from one house to the next. That would just be our whole day. That would be fabulous. All right, Amy, you're in charge since you were the first one to agree with me. You're in charge. Make it happen, man. Just tell me which day and which time for me. I know, J-Mac. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, when I'm crafting, I just turn on YouTube.
Yep.
And watch a playlist while I'm crafting.
Nice. Very nice. All right, you guys. I am going to get off of here so that I can get myself together. I've got a few things to get organized for you guys. You know, I should probably get my little self ready because we got to leave here in the morning. So I know, a party bus. Exactly. But you guys are going to lead me down a rabbit trail because now I'm feeling chatty. So I could I can hang out with you guys till breakfast now, and Maggie will be like, excuse me, chatty Kathy. So anywho, thank you very much, you guys. You know, who knows what could happen, but we'll see you Wednesday at Mayor's for sure. Are you and Lori going on this week, Max?
I think we're going on tomorrow night on it's her channel.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you
we're
guys
planning on it anyways, unless something
Nice.
comes up.
Nice. If you guys are in the Facebook group, Lori and Maggie are both in there, so one of them will put the link in there for you to Lori's channel in case you don't have it. So yeah, we could all hang out at Lori's tomorrow and Mayor's on Wednesday, and then we'll be back here with Louise on Thursday. So we're gonna have the whole week together. Anywho,
Sounds like fun.
Yep. Until tomorrow, you guys. Thanks, Megs.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night, everyone.